Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J, Professor Spike, and Kamal, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where we have another hot one. And we had a lukewarm day on Wall Street, but it wasn't bad. We can't complain. It was green. It wasn't Kamal green. It was just like a little hint
Actually,
of
I'm green today because of Chewy.
good.
Okay.
I'm green too, but not plush green like I've been used to lately. It was just a small, relatively modest gains for me today. Let's take a look at the charts. Oh, before I do that, uh, Godfather Godfather retweeted me from a June tweet that I gave where I talked about rhythm. I want to show that one. Mika is with us. This is
Mika.
me tweeting in June. Let me read it. Rhythm. The bottom is in. Close above 505 for potential run. That was back on June 23rd. Rhythm. Now I retweeted that tweet. I never acted on this call. Oh well, turn the page. Dr. J today at 4:15. I was upset when I saw this because you can't buy everything we talk about on the show. Although I really kicking myself about this one. I don't even remember looking at it in June, but apparently I saw something and I just didn't act on it. So I could look back at the charts to see what I saw, but it's really not going to get me anywhere. 1475 at the close. Wow. Triple where it was. That's something to be a little bit upset about.
Well, it's a good call.
It was a good call, but it didn't benefit me directly. Maybe some people acted on it, I hope. That would be nice. If you acted on it, let me know. Um, okay, so what I want to look at is first the close. The S&P was up 1%. It had been pretty flat all most of the day. Even a little negative early, I think. Very flat. And the Dow had been negative, and we closed up 0.5%. The Nasdaq 1.3, good bump up there. The Russell was the weakest, 0.48, which includes the little biotechs that we play. Crude oil was down today, which is good. That's what we want to see, under 100. Gold and silver were flat. Well, gold was up a little, 1%. The 10-year continued to give back to 2.91, also bullish. Bitcoin lost a little, very little, 165, which is nothing for Bitcoin, to 23,000. So all in all, not bad numbers considering where we're coming from. We've had a nice week or two rally at this point, right? Very nice rally. So we wanted to look at rhythm first. So I'll do that. I wonder what I saw on June 23rd. Where is June 23rd? Right
Wow,
about,
that's an explosive move.
yeah, so this is what I saw. I wanted it to take out the high from 617, 505. I'll draw that in. And I said it could be a runner, and it sure enough was. Now you can see with your own eyes what I'm talking about. I picked this 3 days after this peak, where with this peak had taken out the previous high on 6.9. It was looking like it was making a few fresh new highs. So I wanted to see one more, and we got that on 7/12. I wasn't smart enough to act that day. Even that if I had bought at the worst time that day, it would have been like under $7. Even at the worst, I would have had a double. But I didn't do it. At this point, I'm certainly not going to chase. If anything, if I really wanted in on this, I'd be looking for a nice big pullback before I was interested in buying, back to maybe $10, something like that. It's gone up too fast, too much. Then again, I don't know what it's all about. I don't know the fundamentals, so it's really hard to say. What else did I want to look at today? I think the usual suspects probably. No, I want to look at Tesla, Roblox, Meta, Shop, Tandem, and Spy. Okay.
And Chewy, please.
And Chewy. All right. So let's get to work. Tesla first. Tesla on the earnings call didn't seem that phenomenal. Still having supply issues, but they're selling like crazy. So the demand is not dried up. I guess that's the aspect that people like the most. And it popped, but it left a nice gap to be filled at 751. Will it get filled on the next pullback? You can count on it if there is a pullback. And more than likely, I think there will be a pullback. I'm not sure whether that pullback will be to new lows or not, but there will be another pullback. So my guess is you'll be able to buy Tesla cheaper, 775, something like that. I drew the support line in right here at 765. So I think Tesla will come back down to that level, in my opinion. It'll give all of this gain back. But for now, it's looking really nice. And the only way it continues up is if the spiders continue up. But I'm really not sure that'll happen. But if it does continue up, you're looking at the 200-day at 909, which would be very nice. I of course, own Tesla, so I would be very happy with 909 at this point. Spiders. Another nice green candle. After hours were down. I don't know why. That's kind of unusual. Nice move, 1%. And we're continuing on up. But did we hit my 401.50 yet? No. So I think we'll at least test that. There'll be at least a little bit left, probably more than a little bit left on the upside before we decline again. And we will decline again. It's not going to go straight to new highs. So I'm looking at 401.50. I think one of the fib numbers, I think, is 405. Professor Omar likes 405. So let me put that in. So this is the area that I expect could cause some problems, 401.50 to 405. If not, then I think it might be difficult up here at around 418 to take that trading range out. If it does, then we're at least we're probably looking at the Argyon 434 if it gets that far. In other words, if we take out 418, 434 is next stop. But I suspect trouble shortly ahead. Kamal, I think this Friday might mark the end of a nice little run in the S&P. But I don't expect a severe pullback. I think we stop probably at the 50, find support at the 50. So let's say we go up to 405, come back down to 390, 391, then go up again. That's what I'm looking at. I don't think we get all the way down. We could.
When I look at July looks really good. I mean, the past few days look really nice.
It does. We have since the 14th of July, we've been really killing it every day, pretty much. One day down, but essentially straight up, and that's what scares me. The move is kind of violent, and plus the charts is telling me some key levels to look at. So got to pay attention to that. And then there's let's go through these. What else? Roblox. That had a nice run. I think doubled off the lows. Pretty sure it doubled off the lows. The lows are $23.88. Well, almost double. No, that's not the lows. The lows are down here from May. 21.89. We just about doubled. Very nice. We want to take out the 7.8 high at 44.50, and then it could be a runner. I don't know what's gotten into this game company for kids, but it's flying. It's virtual, whatever. It's
Meta for kids.
Yeah, it's I don't know what does it do? Hypnotize them or something? I mean, why are they all addicted to it? I think there's like 1,000 games within the game. My grandson tells me he can play chess within the game, so it's really pretty cool. There's enough there to keep everyone amused, no matter what their intelligence level or what they're interested in. I suppose. I never played it or looked at it really, but I own some, so I'm very happy with the run. I want to see it take out 44.50. At that point, it's going to have a big test up here at 52.52. That's a big test for it. I think ultimately the way it's going, even with a little pullback in the market, I think it's going to close this gap and hit $70 again. So I'm looking for a $70 target on this, which is really, I mean, just based on the chart, it shows it has the ability to do it. And I suppose there's something to it. You know, a lot of Fortune 500 companies are partnering up with them. I know Nike is selling through them, I believe. And a couple of other companies have hooked up with them too. Meta, we heard of Meta, the old Facebook. Anybody hear of them? We haven't talked about them in a long time. I know Professor Spike isn't a big fan.
No.
So you don't mind that it's gone down from April 5th peak.
If my brethren,
April
are
5th
in it, I want to see them making money.
We're about to break the descending trend line on Meta. We might have to go against your principles and buy a little Meta here because it's looking like it's ready to break out. Take out 202 and you're looking good for 2.25. I like 2.25, probably even higher, probably 236. I think it's going to run. And take out this trend line, I'm going to get excited. And then a close above the 100 would make me even more excited. So I want to close above 192, something like that. Meta looking good. I mean, a lot of stocks are looking good, but Meta, look at that nice basing action that it had also. So Meta really is an impressive looking chart. based very nicely, come off the base and look challenging the trend line. It's got to break that trend line. Now we're going to do some Kamal stocks, right? Sharp, Tandem,
And Chewy.
and Chewy. Sharp has really got a long bottoming action, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's been consolidating for a while now.
Yeah, a long time. You're going back to mid-May, early May, and it's been hovering around these bottoms and showing excellent support. So you gotta like that. A break. Did it break this high? I think it did. Something to get excited about. 39.50, looking good, Kamal. But it didn't close above it, but it broke it. Still good. Still good. I want to see it take out this high as well while we're at it, 41.37. And then it's looking good, maybe all the way up. Maybe all the way up. I mean, a lot of charts look like there's a lot of room to run here. $78 wouldn't shock me on this one.
That would be cool.
Yeah, wouldn't shock me. It's got to, it's got to break out. It's got to break above the second line I drew, 41.37. And then what else is Tandem?
So Tandem looks like it's recovering nicely.
Yeah. The other day when you asked me about it, it was in the 50s.
Yeah, it was all the way down.
So it's had a little pop already. It may not have been 51, but it was close. I think you asked me about it right around here when it was 55.
Yeah, it was like 53 or something. Yep.
Yeah, 53, yeah. So let's draw this peak in. This relative high was 64.13, and today we hit 63.78. Well, we just have that one little hurdle, and then I'm looking at this level here, right? This high, $75 would be my target on this one. And what's the last one?
Chewy.
Chewy's been on a tear, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been doing well.
I told you it looked like it was ready to run earlier.
Right. You had drawn a couple of lines and it's passed them already.
Yeah. It's looking very nice. Way above the ascending trend line. And let's just draw the apparent, this is the apparent resistance now.
Yeah, it's at resistance right now.
Right now you're at resistance, right in there. You're
Yep.
closing every day at this resistance. You got to take it out, 45.50. Take that out. Take that out. You're going to get a fill right in here. This gap down. That fill will take you to 51. Chewy may slow down a little, but I think it may actually slow down right here because I don't know if it can't get past it, it's going to go test this line again.
Yep.
At about 37, 38. So if it does get past it, you have resistance immediately above it at the 200, and then if it gets past that, you're probably looking at this peak here. Fill the gap and maybe run a little higher for $52. So, and then you have another major top here at $54 on Chewy. Chewy looks like it's going to have major trouble up where it is now till about 54 if it gets there. And it looks like there's a lot of space for it to come back down, even if it comes back down to trend at the end of the month, let's say. You're looking at $39 here.
Let's
So
see.
that's probably realistically that should be a new support area for Chewy. All right, so that does it.
Heath wants to see NCNA.
Hey, Heath is with us, and Patrick. I haven't seen Patrick in a while. Patrick, you making money? Yeah, good. Patrick always shows up when he's making money. Joda is happy about Tesla. Pete, of course, is probably happy about it. Mika, I'm not sure if Mika's a Tesla guy. And Heath, I don't know if Heath is a Tesla guy either.
He's on about NCNA right now. He wants to discuss that a little bit.
NCNA, okay, NCNA. NCNA, of course, I'm still aggravating about RYTM, that June call at 5:05, my goodness. And I didn't act on it. I might have been Heath that alerted me to it. I don't remember who did. NCNA. Oh, this is already a runner. And it's stuck here at the 200. I can't touch this. I mean, I don't care if it goes to 16 right now. I'm not touching it. It looks like a pullback waiting to happen. Just probably pull back to the middle of this green candle right around here. But I've been wrong lately about anything pulling back because everything just keeps going lately. But I'm not chasing it. It looks like it's got a lot of room to fall back. It's not for me. What was the other one? Joda asked for one?
AMD.
AMD. NVIDIA is my pick, but I'll look at AMD. Oh, nice move off the bottom. Very nice. And took out the key high, and did it fill the gap yet? Not yet. It's going to fill this gap. This is an easy one. It looks very nice, this show. It's going to fill the gap right here. That's almost for sure. That gap looks like it's getting filled. Of course, our opinion is strictly our own, not investment advice, and do your own due diligence and so on. Check with an advisor before acting, et cetera, et cetera. And don't forget to subscribe because occasionally we're right on the money. We've come up with our very, very sharp viewers come up with some interesting plays like rhythm. Look at this. It's just completed the gap. The day of the gap is now come right back to it. A break of that is going to definitely hit that, fill that gap. So 5 more points looks easy. After that, 109 is the next test. So I can see this running to 109 very easily. Let's just see how it looks compared to NVIDIA. Somewhat similar and very bullish NVIDIA as well. I'll just draw my target in here. Yeah, looking at 196 for NVIDIA. After that, you're probably going to have a nice gap fill up here at about 230. So I'm very bullish these semiconductors. They've been on a tear. I expect that tear to continue. All right, what does Newton say? In the absence of body in motion stays in motion? Is that what he said?
Correct.
All right. If it's good enough for Newton, it's good enough for me. That's it for today. Thanks for coming, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Bye, Kamal. Bye, Spike. Bye, Heath. Bye, Joda. Bye, Patrick. Good to see you, Patrick. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.